Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Ever since Bat Masterson's election as sheriff of Ford County, Wyatt had known he must appoint a chief deputy to replace Masterson. Bat had proved himself with guns and fists. In Wyatt's absence, the hoodlums of Dodge City respected Masterson. Any other man named chief deputy would have it tough.
Here you leaving town, Wyatt?
Yeah, that's right. Sheriff Masterson sent word he's got some bank robbers holed up in Bushwhacker. Hal, you'll be acting chief deputy.
Yes, sir.
Hank, Ted, and Lou, you'll be taking orders from Hal until I get back.
Wyatt, why can't Hal or one of us go help Masterson?
Well, because I know Bushwhacker and you don't. Hal, if you want to ask any questions, ask him while I'm loading.
Right.
The boys are right, Wyatt. This is no time to leave town.
I didn't pick the time, Hal. But I did pick you as acting chief deputy. Now, you know the routine and how I want it run. And I trust you. Now, you trust yourself.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back late this evening sometime. You explain it to Mayor Kelly. I didn't have time.
Right.
Congratulations, Chief.
Yeah, you deserved it. Thanks, fellas. The appointment's only temporary. Now, what else you got in your mind?
Well, Ted's been griping that his patrol's rougher than mine, so I thought I'd swap him. If it's all right with you.
No. Each of you knows the rough spots in your own patrol.
Oh, Hal.
No! Get moving.
Hal.
Yeah, Louis. Today might be a rough one. Aren't you going to swear in a couple extra deputies? With Wyatt out of town, it'll take at least 2 guns to make up for him.
Huh?
I said it'll take at least 2 guns to make up for him.
And you'd always want to do things your way. You admit you're short-handed. Why don't you let me swear in some special deputies?
Mr. Mayor, special deputies are all right in a posse, but they're no good here. They just make extra business for the undertaker.
Indeed, now.
Indeed, now. Now, cowhands have no respect for special deputies. They doubt that they're going to risk their lives just for a couple of days of extra work. Come on, Hal, we'll go get the drunks.
Now, Wyatt, speaking of undertakers...
In the hoodlum South, the line respect us, sure. But they ain't scared of us like they're scared of Wyatt. If I was you, I'd swear in 4 extra men.
No.
Huh?
No, Wyatt doesn't approve of special deputies in town. Neither do I. Check the saloons.
Just as you say, Chief.
Louis thinks Wyatt should have made him chief deputy. In a tight spot, will he let me down?
What is this now, Hal? Wyatt's riding out of town. When'll he be back?
Tonight, Mr. Mayor, he went to help Sheriff Masterson.
And he left you in charge?
Yes, sir.
Oh, word sure gets around fast. The Snaky W outfit just hit town, and they're all wearing guns.
Where are they?
The Alhambra Saloon. I'll swear in some special deputies.
No, sir.
What?
Snaky W's not so tough. I'll make them check their guns.
Oh, now, Hal. Maybe I hurt your feelings. You're better than average with a gun, but you ain't Wyatt Earp.
I know that, Mr. Mayor, but the Snaky W's ain't Wyatt Earp either. Excuse me.
The average cowhand is mostly bluff and bluster, Hal. He has to be awful drunk to shoot at a deputy. He knows I'll be after him. But when you do move on a gun-toter, move steady and in a straight line.
See Wyatt Earp's not telling. Where is that thing called that, huh?
Well, if it ain't one of Earp's little boys.
Oh. Hey.
That deputy.
All of you wearing guns, check them. Check them, I said. Niven. Check this.
Mike, put this behind the bar. What's the idea, Hal? You ain't Wyatt Earp.
It's lucky for you Wyatt isn't here.
I warned you once, Nevin. If they don't check your guns, you send word to me pronto. You understand?
Yes, Marshal Earp.
I'm closing you for a couple of days.
You keep on acting like Earp, and
Wyatt would close you for this. I'm giving you a break. Next time you sell drinks to men wearing guns, you will be closed. Any back talk out of you, I'll slap you silly.
I see.
Why, the kid shot him.
I'll take that gun. What happened?
Oh, I asked him for a job. He cussed me, so I cussed him back. He started to draw, so I shot him.
Mr. McKay never even reached toward his gun.
That's right.
Wyatt! Either one of you see what happened?
No, sir.
Look, I'm telling the truth, officer.
Oh, you're lying.
Come on, give me back my gun. This is a necktie party.
No.
You bet it's a necktie party.
Hold it, hold it! Start this boy off to jail. Now, there'll be no necktie party. But Mr. Norton... Don't crowd me. Pick him up. That was close. But Ted and Hank backed me up. I know why to think I'm doing right.
Now, I don't care how much money these cattlemen bring into Dodge City, Mr. Kelly. I'm running the marshal's office until I'm fired.
Marshal Earp is right, gentlemen. Now, you can always lynch a man, but if he's innocent, you can't bring him back to life.
Now, I told you I'm investigating the case. Any of you want to doubt my word, we'll step outside.
No, Wyatt. Now, gentlemen, I promise you a fair and square investigation. Now, just come along, and we'll let Marshal Earp handle this. That's right.
You should have taken a poke at him.
Mr. Kelly's a friend of mine. He's got his problems, too.
They'll try and get your job.
Al, there are two things that a peace officer has to be ready to toss on the table. One's his job and the other's his life. We're still breathing.
Hey, Hal. The man that was shot was Todd McKay, the Snaky W foreman.
Yeah?
Dave Williams just got in town.
So?
Don't you remember? He owns the Snaky W spread. He's a big man. He'll tree this town.
What are we supposed to do, stand still?
Oh, quit talking like Wyatt, will you?
No. I'm even trying to think like Wyatt.
There they are. About 500 yards.
Yeah. Well, you sure know this bushwhacker country. I never would have found them.
About 7 of them. We're going to have to spook them. Tie your horse off.
Drop that gun. Drop him. Go on, get it. Go on. Drop it. Go bring him over here. Go on. Lay him against that rock. Put a tourniquet on that arm. You start patching him up.
Well, get over here. Well, I guess there won't be any train robbing for a while.
Thanks.
Yeah. So your name is Denny Kirk. You're a saddle tramp from Arizona. You came here to see a girl by the name of Pauline over at the Stagecoach Cafe. You'd never seen Mr. McKay till you hit him for a job.
Well, I lied about that.
No?
I had a row with him.
How's that?
Well, he got fresh with Pauline. I left my gun belt on my horse at the livery stable. When he cussed me, I said I wasn't big enough to fight him with my fist, but I'd gun him if he didn't quit bothering Pauline. Well, he just laughed at me.
So you laid for him and gunned him?
No, sir, you got to believe this, Mr. Norton. I run into Mr. McKay by accident.
Wearing a gun?
Well, I had to wear it. I made my brag about gunning him. Pauline made me promise to get out of town. I know it was wrong to go armed, but Mr. McKay had a gun, too.
Where's Pauline now?
She's probably sore at me for breaking my word. Where's this Marshal Earp that Pauline makes such a big hero of?
He's out of town.
My luck. Doesn't look like such a strong jail.
No jail's any stronger than the officers in it. Lock them up.
What are we booking him on?
I don't know yet.
Say it's murder, they'll bust me out of here and hang me.
Easy now.
Wyatt. That's always Wyatt.
Give me that. He wasn't wearing a gun.
Look at his right side pocket.
Did he reach for this?
No, but he was going to.
All right, 2 Spot, you be at the inquest.
Yes, Marshal.
Get some of your men to take care of the body.
Wyatt, you mean that's enough to get 2 Spot off just because the other man was carrying a gun?
Well, 2 Spot was afraid, Hal. Now, all he's got to do is swear that he knew Mr. Averill was carrying a weapon. See, the law has got to recognize that a man who's in fear of his life can't be expected to act with steady nerve in a situation. A lot of peace officers don't understand that. We have to wait until a hoodlum actually starts his draw.
That can be a long wait sometimes.
Yeah, it sure can. You never take any chances with a man that's scared. You pity him, but you buffalo him real quick.
Marshal Earp! Marshal Earp! Oh, you. Where's Marshal Earp?
He's out of town on a case. You must be Miss Pauline from the cafe.
Yes, I am. When'll he be back?
Tonight, I hope.
Oh, that's not soon enough. Oh, there's mean talk downtown. You got Denny in there?
Yep.
Well, you've got to let him out, Mr. Norton. I brought his horse. He can run for it.
I can't do that.
Why can't you let him out? It was self-defense. I can testify.
You see the shooting?
I didn't have to see it. Denny was scared of that man. And so was I. He was really hounding me. He deserved killing. Marshal Earp would turn him loose. I know he would.
Not right now.
You're nothing but a deputy. This would have to happen with Marshal Earp out of town. I can pay you, Mr. Norton. I'll give you all the money I've saved.
You trying to bribe me?
Yes. They'll lynch Denny. Can't you understand that?
Take it easy, Miss Pauline.
Easy. I'm in love with him. What is your price for turning him loose?
No price. You tell me all you know about the shooting.
You mean from the start?
You're very, very sweet, Miss Norton.
Oh, no.
Yes, you are, and you're smart, too. Now, look, I want you to do me a favor, will you?
All right.
I want you to tell your brother to come into Dodge City. Now, look, if I have to ride out there, he might get hurt. And, well, or I might get hurt. Now, you wouldn't want that, would you? No. That's my girl. Now, you want me to trust you, don't you?
Yes. I'll go right away. You wait here.
I'll wait right here.
That's police work?
I try to be patient with women, Hal. They get a dirty deal in this world. You know, I've seldom met a woman in trouble that wasn't put there by some man.
Well, yes.
Love? No, she's just lonesome. And she really hasn't got anybody to turn to. She doesn't want her brother hurt, and I don't want to have to ride out there and shoot him. Now, you put your trust in women. They'll help you in cases where 12 men would be no help at all.
And I don't know if Denny drew on him or not. But if Denny says that's what happened, that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, I believe you. Jury might not. Now, Denny said that some men that live around town saw that fight.
Then why don't you make him tell the truth?
No, I can't search the whole town. That's your job.
How? Where could I start?
Go back to the cafe, ask a lot of questions, listen to the talk.
Oh, but what if a mob should come?
No. There are 3 deputies here and myself. They're not going to take Denny. If we can't fight him off, I'll turn him loose. I promise you that.
I think I believe you. I'll do it, Mr. Norton.
Thank you.
Is she tied up with that young scamp?
She's in love with him.
Well, Judge Tobin will be in on the 4 o'clock train.
What's that mean, Mr. Mayor?
Means quick trial for Denny Kirk. Oh, no, the jury isn't going to hang him. Main thing's to agree on a prison sentence and hustle that kid out of town.
No, sir.
Huh?
I think Denny shot out of self-defense.
Oh, indeed, now. Well, have you got any witnesses to prove it?
I'm working on that right now, Mr. Mayor. You know Wyatt, he'd raise particular net of a thing like this.
Wyatt! But you're acting marshal.
I know. I'm trying to handle this the way I think he'd want me to.
Wyatt isn't here. I don't mean to cast any reflections on you, but Earp and Masterson can throw real fear into those cattlemen. They aren't afraid of us. If we get tough with Dave Williams, he'll lynch that kid.
I know. Dave Williams isn't afraid of me. Well, the point of it is, Mr. Mayor, I'm not afraid of Dave Williams.
Something troubling you, Mr. Kelly?
Where's Ted and Hank?
Well, they went back on patrol.
Norton's not handling this thing with common sense. Well, I got authority to fire him, you know. Now, suppose I was to make you acting marshal. You and the other boys do like I say?
Can't answer that till I talk to Ted and Hank, Mr. Mayor.
Well, go talk to them and be quick about it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Norton.
One thing you should always keep in mind about Texas men, Hal. They're still fighting the Civil War in Kansas.
Eleven minutes to 4, I make it. You're almost 5 minutes slow. But that's natural. Did Jim Kelly tell you about trying that young punk?
Yes, he did.
You collecting a jury? The judge is due at 4.
What's the big rush, Mr. Williams?
Talks just like Wyatt Earp, don't he? Patterns himself after that short-horn imitation.
You'll never call Wyatt names to his face.
Take 'em, boys.
Try it. One at a time.
Take off
Mr. Norton! Mr. Norton, in the cafe, quick.
Later. I got some business here.
Next time you see us, it'll be in court.
Court? Oh, no, Denny did shoot in self-defense. You come with me, hurry.
So that's the play. Norton's going to try to get the kid off.
Just let him try.
They're the ones, Marshal, these two. They saw it. I heard them talking.
Well, Pauline must be loco, Hal. Nobody saw nothing.
On your feet. You too.
Well, what's it all about?
Material witnesses. Try and get me some more. Come on. How many times do I have to tell you there's nothing to be scared about? All you have to do is to testify to what you saw. That'll convince Williams that his man was asking for trouble. But what about that kid in there? You want to see him railroaded off to prison? Or taken out by a lynch mob?
Oh, you're wasting your breath, Hal. Now, if Wyatt Earp was here, it'd be something different. You said you'd protect us, sure. But Earp's the only man they're scared of. And besides, I don't...
Any luck?
No.
Well, we can't spare the time.
Party starting?
Yep.
Lock him up.
Come on, boys.
Starting early before Wyatt gets back.
We better be getting outside.
Why don't we pick them off from the doors and windows?
You can't hide from a mob, Louis. Gives them too much courage.
From the sound of that mob out there, they got all the courage whiskey can give them.
Yeah, well, drunk or sober, Hal, all mobs are alike. One gunslinger who's made up his mind to go all the way is a lot more dangerous than 50 men in a mob. At least it's been my experience. Now, you can stay here if you want to, Louis.
Louis always acts that way before a fight. Just don't get too brave out there. Wait till the ball shells cut loose.
I've been following Wyatt for some time.
All right, you come or stay, but I don't want you arguing with Hal if you come with us. I want silent deputies with their thoughts on spraying buckshot where it's going to do the most good. All right, let's go.
Hal, the Snaky W's are on their way across the plaza.
We'll meet them on the outside.
The kid said you promised to give him a gun.
I changed my mind about that. Here's one for you.
There's only about 15 of them. But I sure wish Wyatt was here.
So do I. Why don't we use rifles and pick them off from cover?
We can't do that. If we did, every cowhand in town would be shooting at us. Now, I'll do all the talking. Louis, you take the left, Hank the right, and Ted the center. Don't shoot until you hear me cut loose with that first barrel.
That's close enough.
Don't be a fool, Norton. Kelly lied about the judge.
Judge Tobin missed the train.
But we're on time. What happened to your other deputies? They missed the train, too? I said don't be a fool. Earp and Masterson may try to even things, but you'll be dead. Get out of our way.
We're coming in.
No, Black Hal will blast them.
Don't shoot! Why, you? These men don't want to lynch an innocent kid. Better have Doc McCarty look at Mr. Williams. The rest of you beat it. Go on, move.
Danny. Oh, Danny.
Well, it's about time. I thought you'd never get here.
What's the matter? You been having a little trouble?
A little trouble? Why? Oh, no, sir. It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Well, that's what I expected, my chief deputy.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame and long live his
may his